Hello, meatbags. I just saw the weirdest movie in my life. You already know what that movie is. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've seen it before, many times, but never seen the end until tonight at the theaters. Wow, that ending. What the hell happened? Seriously. It starts off with a couple getting a flat tire and trying to use the phone at the castle they find. And then the movie from there gets weirder and weirder until the very end. Then you are left scratching your head wondering what the freak you just saw. Wow. This is not a movie with the plot. It's just an experience. The plot, the very little that exists, are just excuses to get from one song to the next and take you to one weird acid trip of a vision after the next. And people get it and understand it completely. Not the story per se, but the vibe the movie gives off. The experience of the whole thing. There was people in the theater dancing, shouting out quotes. It really enhanced the experience of seeing the movie. I think seeing it in theaters is mandatory. Watching it on DVD the many times I have was amazing, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't really hold a candle to seeing it with others. It's like the movie was the backdrop and the audience was the stage. People were having a blast. And it's one of the rare movies that never left theaters. Even after 44 years, it's utterly insane, and I can see why, with an audience that's that engaged. Most of my favorite movies are cult classics: The Thing, Evil Dead Trilogy, The Warriors, A Clockwork Orange, but out of all of them, Rocky Horror Picture Show has the biggest cult following out of all of them. And it's easy to see why. Again, it's not a movie, it's an experience, like a good drug trip. By the way, Tim Curry is one of my favorite actors of all time. He's one hell of a singer in this movie too. When he shows up 20 minutes in, the audience freaked out, and for good reason. He steals the show, and is the main focus of the movie. Wow, one hell of a character this guy is. The movie has a lot of memorable characters too. Brad and Janet, the two main characters. Eddie, aka Meatloaf, who steals the show. Riff Raff, Columbia, Rocky are all great. It's crazy how well this movie holds up after all these years. You gotta thank the countless remasterings that kept this picture fresh and alive, and it sounds utterly fantastic. The music is just wonderful and the main point of the entire movie, and is definitely the movie's best aspect. I've never seen a movie that was so contagiously catchy that it makes everyone jump out of their seat and dance before, but this movie did it. I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my review, ghouls and ghoulettes. Now it's time for me to torture more souls. I'll catch you on the next review. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye, scumbags.